Yahoo! Mom and Dad are down there. Coming back down from... Good morning, welcome to Cooley Outdoors. I'm your host, Brandon Scott, and with me today is going to be my father. We have a couple of planned hikes today. I say a couple because none of them are going to be very long in distance or time, theoretically. What's going to stop us possibly is the weather. These clouds were supposed to have disappeared overnight, and now the current forecast is they are going to be gone by hopefully early afternoon. Anyway, what are we doing? This first hike today is the famed and fabled Mount Pilchuck. So, yeah, all the books are going to say the same thing. I'll show you them in a second. It's a 4-ish mile, 2,000-ish feet tromp up and down. This is one of the more famous, fabled, and popular hikes of Washington. This is one of the quintessential hikes of Washington, which is why the original plan was to do all these hikes that we're doing today on Monday, but adult things got in the way, so now we're doing it on Friday. And I guess the good thing about it being cloudy and foggy to hopefully only start the hike, as I see fog bands are moving through and being blown through by the winds. Hopefully that means they'll get blown out quicker. Is that there's less people up here, because I mean, this parking lot could probably hold 200 cars, and then their access road going down could probably hold another 100 on the way down. But so hopefully when we get up there, we'll hang out there for a little bit, wait for the clouds to part, and be able to see things. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to come up here and do it again when it's maybe next time, hopefully an actually sunny day, and you can actually see things. Because the whole point of doing hikes like this, when you get to the top of a peak and get to look around from Fire Luck, is you get to see things, right? Well, maybe not. So yeah, like I said, it's 4 miles, about 2,000 feet gain. I'll show you the map first. So Mountain Loop Highway comes out through Granite Falls. So there's the town of Verlo. You come up the Forest Service Road 42, come all the way up to the end there, and then you go up along the northwest face of Mount Pilchuck. It's a straightforward hike, if not steep, but, you know, it being popular, people do get off trail and get lost and need rescued all the time because people don't pay attention to the directions. Follow the most prominent trail. I've got a whole stack of books for you that'll show about it. The one that I'll actually use to show the hike details, 100 Hikes in Washington's Glacier Peak Region. Number 32, Mount Pilchuck, round trip 4 miles, hiking time 4 hours, 2,400 feet gain, and that's the fire lookout at the top. Hopefully we'll get to see it in somewhat like that. Other books that'll have it, Day Hiking North Cascades, Best Short Hikes in North Cascades San Juans, and Beyond Mountainside, which I think this book needs to be someone, whether it's John Zilli or somebody else, needs to come out with volume 2 of this, expand it, and update it. But anyway, that's the thing. So after this, there are ideas to go to Kelsema Lake, Big 4 Mountain, and Barlow Point, but we can talk about those later. Let's start tromping through the fog in hopes that with a little bit of stubbornness, we will hang out up at the top long enough to get some good views and some worthwhile videos. Thank you for joining us. Hopper parked there, lots and lots and lots more parking back there. The trailhead is over here with a bathroom and yet more parking. So even on a quote-unquote crummy day, there's still a couple of dozen cars here. And hopefully by the time we get up there, the clouds part enough to where I can immediately start running long exposures up there. If not, we can hang out there for a little bit and be kind of stubborn. But you got real trash cans up here, real bathroom up here. Time for a nice steep hump. Get the blood pumping. Look at all the warnings they got for all these people that'll be scared. .2, 2.5. That's more like 3 miles. They must have extended the trail. 1.3, 1.2, 2.5. Huh?
Extensions are not allowed.
Yeah, well, I think they extended things. Warning, the Mount Pilchuck Trail is a steep mountain trail that is sometimes hard to follow. The weather on the mountain can be extreme. It is 3 miles each way and gains 2,200 feet in elevation. Search and rescue teams are frequently called to this trail to rescue hikers. AKA, Mount Pilchuck may be uber popular, but it is still a steep mountain trail that can be dangerous. Welcome to the Cascades. Please stop being stupid. Search and rescue is called onto the mountain all the time because this is one of the most, I guess Instagrammed would be the correct term, trails in the States. So anybody and everybody sees it on their outdoor feeds when they go, let's learn how to hike. They go, Mount Pilchuck looks great. And everybody on social media goes, this trail's easy. You should do it. This is wonderful. Come do it now. And you get people coming out here in flip-flops and one little Dasani water bottle trying to do this hike in the middle of summer when 3 miles and 2,200 feet, that's 700 feet a mile. That's no cakewalk. It is steep. Yes, the access road did most of the work for you. So you start at 3,000 feet to go to 5,500 feet, but you still have to go up that last 2,000 odd feet yourself. So please don't believe everything you see on social media, and do your research, plan properly, keep yourself safe and in one piece. So, but my page, I like to think my page is different than everybody else's pages because I'm not out here blatantly going, you should go do this, with all the clickbaity bullcrap. I am here to try and give as unbiased of an opinion on these trails and these destinations as possible. Show you which ones are actually worth doing, what you should be prepared for when you're doing them. And of course, Mount Pilchuck being one of those trails that everybody else has already done. So it would be, in one hand, it would be kind of useless for me to be doing this. But on the other hand, you can then go and compare what I say to what everybody else says and figure out who you want to trust more, or see how I compare to what everybody else says when everybody's giving you all the clickbaity bullcrap. I try to avoid that. Nice and drippy. Wonderful, I'll take it. As long as I can see the sights when we get to the top eventually. If it's like when we did Mount Sauk last summer, or St. Helens 3 years ago, and it's cold and it's cool and wet and socked in at the start, by the time we get up to the top, we can see all the things. That'd be just about perfect. Yeah. So I guess we'll see what we see when we get there. No, you only got 3/4. That was me turning the GoPro on. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
They accomplished by getting the dirt packed in tight.
Yeah. Kept it all from eroding away immediately.
You know, I think the sunniest day we've ever had on any of the more than half dozen adventures along the Mountain Loop Highway has been when Nash and I went cliff jumping at Sauk Falls. Oh dear. Scary. Yeah. All right. Now we go play in the rock garden a little bit. Hey, buried it down deep, eh? Oh, I heard a weep. I heard. I hear a weepage.
Write it down.
Yeah.
Record it. Cascade Weep Zone.
Yep. I bet this is hot in the sun.
Open and lots of white reflectors.
Uh-huh. Kind of looks like it's just one switchback in the middle of the talus. Which, I should warn you, YouTube, if it wasn't one of the most popular trails in the state, there would be no flagging telling you where the switchback is. You just have to follow where the boot-beaten path is through the talus and use your eyeballs and your mind at the same time while your lungs are begging for air and the lactic acid is building up in your knees and your thighs and your calves. Doesn't look like it. Mm-hmm. Any weepage?
You wouldn't like this part.
No. Huh? Uh-huh. This is not going to be fun coming back down. Oh, you want agua, don't you? Oh, that last half mile or so of trail sucked.
I think I sweated out a whole bottle already.
At this point, YouTube, I am not very impressed. And it's not just the weather, it's the quality of the trail. I know the views are supposed to be stupendous, but I have been on plenty of other trails in this state where you end up with views in the same range of stupendousness, and the trails are in a lot nicer condition than this. Mount Sauk and Mount Fremont both immediately come to mind as being same quality of viewage, but much nicer trails. Safe to say we are not having a great time. Now, if the fog and the mist and the rain was gone, Would we be having a better time? Probably, but still the trail has been subpar so far. Yeah. If the trail would be like this, or even halfway to this compared to what it was, it'd be much better. We have done 1,200 feet. Yep, you've only done half, and you've done half the distance. Not according to my watch and my maps. Yeah. All right, back up we go. I think we are leaving the forest behind. Trail conditions have not improved. Huh? Looks like it. At least the views are nice.
Split 2, split pace, 35 minutes, 35 seconds per mile.
That's 2 miles though. You got 1 more left. Somewhere. This would be very pretty if it wasn't 200 feet visibility. Which just means it sucks. Up there somewhere. I really do too. That would be unfortunate. Be more fun if we could see things.
Encouraging.
Mm-hmm.
Inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than just thinking about I want to lay down and take a nap.
Uh-huh. Went. So that must be it over there. Sunshine bright. Except I ain't gonna see anything. Out my sunglasses. They're so wet. Now the sun's gonna come out and harass us. Ooh. Huh? It appears so. Damn. I hear a gathering of people, which means we have arrived. Alright, according to my watch, 3 1/5 miles and 2,200 feet. Pick your spot, I guess. Up on the other side? Yeah.
So I guess we just wait up here until it clears. We need to wait until AJ dies.
I don't know how we're gonna get down there.
Well, there's an easy way and there's a fun way.
Tuck and roll.
How did I even build this thing? Fine, I got this.
Well, this is one of the more interactive entrances.
You
Nice smooth metal bars after all that. That's almost easy. Too easy. Ding. You have arrived. Well, I guess we wait. See if the sun comes out. Let you look over. Straight down, who knows how long. Set over there. The sun is playing games and attempting to come out, but it ain't coming out. So, yeah, this was kind of a waste of time, and I'm fairly upset about it because this wasn't an easy hike to get to. I have precious few free time to do hikes, and this one was completely skunked. So if I want to actually enjoy this, I'd have to come back again and do it all over again. Somewhere out that direction is Mount Baker, Glacier Peak, and then that direction is going to be the Puget Sound and the metropolis that is Seattle in the Puget Sound metro region. And you come over this direction, looking directly east, you'll be looking into the enchantments and other such things, and then directly south over here is going to be Mount Rainier and the South Cascades. And I guess I will watch Dad come down so I can get a halfway decent thumbnail.
You'd make a lot of money buy like a whole bunch in Colorado and bring it over.
Come down here, find a spot a little further down. It is really it does take some doing to get up into the lookout, but that's what makes good lookouts. I'm gonna try and be unbiased YouTube when I do my ratings for whether or not it was worth it, but honestly, when there's this like this, it kind of makes it hard to justify. Alright, so where do I want to stand to film Dad coming down? Down here somewhere, I think. Huh? Yeah, totally. And somewhere further back there, I'll get a picture of the lookout too. Did you have a nice chat with all the elder statesmen in the lodge?
Oh, we didn't. Mostly just listening to all of them.
Mm.
They didn't have to let one do one.
Yeah, well, I just show the condition of the trail. Alright, YouTube, I'm running the outro now. Thank you for joining us on this Coulee Outdoors adventure. Our dad and I did the Mount Pilchuck Trail, which is on the very edge of the Cascades, and on a clear day you get to look straight down into Everett, Washington, and the Puget Lowlands. We didn't get to today, which just means that at some point in the future I'm gonna have to come back up here so I can actually see what the views are and give it a more proper rating. But anywho, let's get into the ratings. Accessibility. It's a scant hour and a half out at Seattle with no traffic. There is a long, winding Forest Service road you got to drive up to get to the trailhead off the main road, but at least as of mid-July 2026, it is in good condition. And there's a very large and accommodating parking lot, but you'll still want to get up here either early in the day or late in the afternoon to try and get a decent parking spot. So I'm going to say 4 stars. Difficulty, it's only 3 miles and it's only 2,200 feet of elevation gain, but as you can see, the vast majority of the trail is like this. Doesn't matter what good a shape you're in, you are not going to be going very quickly. It took us a hair over 2 hours to come up, and it's probably going to take us something like an hour and a half to get back down, just because we have to go slow through this rocky crap. Yeah, you actually have to pay attention to where every foot is going, otherwise you are going to hurt yourself. So I'm going to give difficulty 4 stars. Enjoyment. Well, because the trail is so damn difficult, such a pain in the ass, you don't really get to enjoy the brisk mountain views on your way up. And at least today, like many days in the Cascades,
Oh boy, in the parking lot. I was coming around a corner and
I don't suspect I'm not faster. Just because you gotta pick every step.
yeah.
Hopefully by the time you all get up there, that the clouds part ways.
Yeah.
If you saw everything within 50 feet of it.
Yeah, I kind of figured too.
I took a couple of those days.
have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Anyway, at least on a day like today where it's so foggy and cloudy you can't hardly see nothing, this is not worth it. This sucks. The reason we came up is because the weather forecast said the clouds would start breaking at about 9 a.m. and between noon and 1 it would be almost completely clear skies. So we waited till 1 o'clock and this is what we got. So enjoyment, not very much. I'm sure if I were able to actually get views around everything, the absolutely stupendous views it's supposed to have on a clear day, the enjoyment level would be higher. But the downright crappy condition of the trail just makes it hard to be worth it. There are plenty of other trails I have done, including Scorpion Mountain just earlier this summer, where you get almost the same quality of views. Some of the other hikes we've done, you get just as quality of views. And the trail doesn't suck.
1/10 the people.
Yeah, and 1/10 the people. Even on a crummy day like today, the trail has been veritably packed. And on a nice sunny day, especially if you are like most people and work Monday to Friday and can only come on a Saturday or Sunday, it's gonna be absolute zoo up here. So I'm gonna give enjoyment like 2 stars. So that makes me 0 for 2 on the quintessential Seattle hikes if you're visiting Seattle or if you're just learning how to hike in Seattle. Mount Si was crap. At least up here, most of the trail's out in the open, and if the day was clear, you'd be able to actually look around you the whole time and see things. Mount Si, you're just in a cultivated forest grow that's probably 10 or 15 years from being harvested, and it's just absolutely terrible. This, at least the mountain scenery is nice, but the trail is horrid. So I'll give it 3 stars. It'll probably go up to 4 stars when I come back and do it on a nice day, but because it's not a nice day, sorry, this sucks. Go off and go do something better. Like I said, Scorpion Mountain, just because it was the most recent thing we've done as a group, much better trail condition, much better scenery, much less people. Another thing is I still have a lot of people, but still get just as good of views. Mount Fremont in Mount Rainier. gets you just as good of views with the perk of being right up against a volcano. And the trail is 1,000 times better. So yeah, what are we gonna do after this? Well, I convinced Dad not to bring our lunches up because I was still convinced that the fog was gonna burn out and we were just gonna be up there for an hour to shoot clear video and come back down and be back down to the car by noon, 1 o'clock. So we didn't bring our lunches. So we'll go probably over to the picnic shelter over at Big 4 Mountain, have our lunch there. Probably go walk to the base of Big 4 Mountain, not to go into the caves because we're not stupid, but go walk over to the caves to go ooh ah pretty pretty. And by that time I don't know if we'll have enough time to do anything else. So Kelsema Lake and Barlow Point may be no-goes for the day, but I guess that's okay. That just leaves me more side trips to do the next time I come up here and hopefully get Pilchuck on a better day. Looking a little further into the future, there may be enough time for me and Nash to go do something in between hike week and Yellowstone. Oh, we've also got Cascade Pass to do on Sunday, hopefully. And then hopefully another hike or two between now and Yellowstone. And then you get to Yellowstone, and that'll be probably a month's worth of content banged out in a week then. Run, Piker, run! Do I need to stop? I haven't seen him come back out. Oh, there's the... Eh?
Huh?
Up on the rock?
He went in there. Where did I just hear him? Over here?
Way down below somewhere. I just saw him tuck in. But look up on the big flat of the rock.
Yeah, I saw that.
I hear him down here. He's meat twice, which means he's usually sitting out. Where is he? Although now that I've moved again, he's probably hid himself. Little mountain potatoes. So yeah, we'll see what else we get up to at the end of the day today. We'll see how Sunday's adventure goes, and then we'll be off to Yellowstone shortly after that. Huh?
Split
Spot one.
Split pace. 34 minutes. 9 seconds per mile.
That moss.
Mm.
I hunt him. I got skewers.
You hunt him, yeah. I have a feeling pikas are just about the hardest thing to hunt and eat. Good luck. Oh, there he is. He popped out on here and went under that rock.
I saw him in the wrong direction.
I think I got him on camera. Oh well. Yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Mountain potatoes only spotted when they want to be spotted.